Zdravstvuyte to our techie friends in Ukraine and hello to everyone. This is our next tutorial in our series on web scraping using Python. I am Scrappy and this is World Web Scraping. There we go. Hello to everyone and welcome to World Web Scraping. In today's tutorial we will talk about how to scrap reviews of any product from Amazon. So what we will do today is you will go to Amazon.com and we will search for the product and we are going to scrap the reviews that customers have given for those products. So let's get started. So this guys is Amazon.com and I have searched here for Nike shoes men and I have got these results here. So there are 48, 1 to 48. So there are about 2,000 results for Nike shoes men on Amazon.com. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap the reviews for these 48 products on the first page. If you want to scrap reviews for all the 2,000 plus products, the first thing is it will take a lot of time, and if you want to do, if it is not just for practicing, if you need, then you will have to do pagination, and you can see of my earlier videos where I have explained how to do pagination, and you can very easily just add one more line of code into my current code that I will give you today, and you can very easily scrap the figures related to all of these products. So another thing is that because it is Amazon.com and the Nike shoes is a big brand, so a lot of people buy these shoes. So there are like 1,000 of reviews on each of these products, and reviews on each of these products runs into hundreds of pages. So if I go to this, just one of the shoes, and if I search for the reviews, all of the reviews for this one shoes, it will run into hundreds of pages just for this one shoes. So imagine if you are scrapping 2,000 plus or saving even 48 of these products reviews, it will take a lot of time if you don't have a very high-end system and if you just want it for practice. So just stick to what I'm doing today. And otherwise, if you have a very high-end system and you are doing this to analyze or do some kind of scrapping work that is required, then you can search through all of the reviews and scrap them. Or you can try using Google Colab. I not tried using that for this particular tutorial, so you can try using that and see that works better. So let's get started. So what I'm doing today is one of the good things in this tutorial is the code that I'm giving you that you can use for any of the Amazon product. I'm just creating functions, and because of those functions, this code is extremely reusable. So just by changing a few things, you can use it to scrap reviews for any of the products that are available on Amazon.com, because there is a general, whenever you go to any product on Amazon.com, more or less they have the same kind of tags, and that really helps in while scrapping, and you can just use this code itself and you can just change your query and you can scrap all of the results that you want. So let's get into it. So here I'm importing my three basic libraries. I'm importing pandas as PD, importing a request library that we will use to send the request. Then from BS4 import beautiful soup. Now here is my search query. If you go here and if you look at the page, I search for Nike shoes men, and how Amazon adding this into their URL is here, Nike plus shoes plus men. So that's where I have taken this thing from. My search query is Nike shoes plus men. My base URL is whatever comes before this Nike here. So my base URL is amazon.com/s?k equal. So this is my base URL. So if I combine my search query with this base URL, I get my complete URL. That's what I'm doing here, and just one thing, that I will not be running any of the port cells today, because it takes a lot of time when I got to the below code line starting from here. It will take a lot of time to grab all of these results, so I'm not running any cell. I have already run all of these cells, so I'll just be telling you what's happened here. So this becomes my URL, complete URL, and my header. So for Amazon.com, you will need to pass header, and in the header you need to pass user agent and you need to pass a referrer. So you will already be aware how to do that. We have talked about these things a lot. So just create your header dictionary, pass the user agent, and pass the referrer. If you don't pass the referrer, Amazon will not allow you. Amazon will block your request, and it will not allow you to enter its page using Python. So do enter referrer. Now coming here, then I'm using my request library, and I'm sending a request using my URL that I created here, and passing my header and this line of code. And then what I'm doing here is the checking that my status code, that if the request was successful. As you can see, the output is 200, so that means my status code 200. That means my request was successful, and Amazon did not block it. Now here I am grabbing the text of my response. My response object is here. I'm grabbing the text from this. So this is what I get in the text. It contains all the information that I need. Now I'm checking the cookies, that search response.cookie. So what the cookies I have got from the Amazon. So these cookies, you can assign it to a cookie object and pass it along your futures query. So this will save you from any kind of blocking. In my case, I have not to pass then, because I checked and Amazon was along with me. So I just didn't pass it. So if you are getting blocked or something, just pass these cookies and it will help you. So like I have created the cookie object here, but I'm not using this cookie object. Actually, if you want to use, you can use cookie object. You can just assign these cookies back here in this dictionary, and you can pass this on. Now I'm creating 3 functions that will help me to grab all of the data, and these functions are going to help you guys also, because you can just change your search query here and run all of the below code, and you will get the reviews for the search query that you have put. So if instead of saying Nike shoes, you want to search for Rolex watches or Adidas shoes or anything, you just add these, that whatever comes here. You just add that into your search query here, and you run all of the sets below this code, and you will get the reviews for your particular products. So do that, try it. Then, so my first function is a function to get the content of the page of the required query. So my first function, what it will do is I will pass search URL into this function, and what this function will do is it will go to the particular page, in this case our Nike page, and it will send a GET request to that, and if my GET request is successful, it will return me that page. It will return me that HTML page. So I will get this thing back again. Why I'm creating this function is I could have used this just this. I have already retrieved my HTML. I could just use this HTML here, but because I want to give you a reusable code, so I'm creating a function again. So this function is going to do this thing. It is going to give me this HTML page. So my function here will take my base URL. This will my base URL plus search query. So in this function we will pass all search query, in this case Nike shoes men, and then I'm printing my URL just to be sure that my URL is correct. Then I'm sending a request using my URL and headers, and if my page status code is 200, then return with the page. If not, then return me an error. That's what I'm telling. If my request is blocked, just written me an error. So we will get to know if your request is blocked. Now the second function, this is where it gets interesting, and this is something function to get the content of individual product pages using data async number. So this data async number is a unique number that is associated unique identification number. It is associated with every product on Amazon. So if we go here and we inspect our products, and I will show you where that is in number comes in the picture. So you come here, this you see here data async. This number is a unique identification number for all of every product on Amazon. So this will help us greatly in you like scrapping our data actually. So I want to grab this async number. So for that, and there is where we are going to use create a function, and we are going to grab this. And what I'm doing here is a search async. I am creating a function to search for async number, and what I'm doing here is a URL http amazon.com dp plus async. This function is to grab the data using our async number. So how to grab async number, that I will show you below, but in this function I'm creating that when I have my async number, how to grab data from there. So what async number is, I have shown you that for every product we have this async number, that it is unique to every product. And if we go to you like every product, so that is it starts with something like this, amazon.com/dp/ that async number. So that's where this async number will help us. So that's what I want. I want to grab this link. This link is we add this async number to this amazon.com/dp, and it will take us to that individual page of that particular product. So that's what I want to do. I want to go to those individual pages, and then from there we can go down and we can grab all of these reviews here, and we have all these reviews. Then I'm just printing length of the product's name. How many products name I have got here? I have got 49 of these names here actually, so you can do that. After that, this is where I'm going to extract my async number. That is going to help us a lot actually. So I want to grab my async number here. So it is similar to how grab my name here. It is just similar to that. Just we have to change this class here. So what I'm doing is I'm again creating an empty list. In this empty list I'm going to append all of my async numbers. So now this time again I'm calling my Amazon search function response get Amazon search. I'm passing my query. You can pass any of your queries, and then I will get a page out of that HTML page. Now I'm creating a soup object on that HTML page again. Now here I'm saying for I in soup.findAll go to div. After that I'm creating another function. So what this function will do is a function to pass on the link of see all reviews and extract the content. Now in this function go to the search review function. So what I'm going to do it again, I'm going to using my async function when I go to my async page. This is my async page, and if you go here see all reviews, it takes me to another page which contains all the reviews only, and after that these reviews run into hundreds of pages, and you can click on the next page and it will take you to the next page. So if we click on next, you see here the page numbers gets added here at the end. You see it is number 2. That's how the pagination works. So that's a page will get entered. So that's what is going to happen. If we do this, if we grab the first async link and sum that async link, what we want to do is going to grab this link. To click on this review, how to grab all the reviews, so we have to go here and we have to check for the click on this, and it will take us to the review page where all the review will be there. And after that, we can keep continuing going to all the next review pages. So that's what this function is going to do. Once I have got my async page and I went to that async page, but I want to go to the review link. I want to grab a review link from this async page, and that review link I want to pass on this search views function here, and just add that review link back to my Amazon.com. If you see here how my review link works, that it has Amazon.com/ and then after that there is a complete review link. So I want to add that to my base URL of Amazon.com, and I'm printing that URL just to be safe that my URL is correct. Then again, I will be sending a request back to this that particular review page and grab the HTML from there. So that's what is going to happen. We are going to use these three functions, and we are going to work through it. So now the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to grab my first page, this first page here, and going to grab the reviews related to all these shoes here. So for that, I'm creating first I'm creating an empty list. Of this empty list, I'm going to add all of my product names. These product names you see here, these are product name. I am going to add back into my empty list here. So to do that, what I'm doing is response is get Amazon search, for I'm calling the first function that I defined here, get Amazon search, and in that I'm passing my search query, that is Nike plus shoes men. So when I call this function, it is going to run this function and is going to return me a page object, and then I'm creating this beautiful soup object here, soup beautiful soup, and this page that I get from here, response.content, gives me the content of that page. So I will get the content of my page. After that, I'm writing for loop, and what I'm saying is go to span class. Let's see this thing to grab the name of the product. So let's just see inspect. So this is what I'm writing, that go to the span where the tag, span tag with the class is a size base plus a color base, a text normal. So this what I'm doing, and I want to go to this class, and from there I want to grab this text Nike Men's Revolution 5 running shoe. So this is what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the text and I'm appending that text back to this list. So this will give me a list of this. If I run the cell below, this will give me a list of this all shoe names. So this is what I get by doing the above exercises. Then guys, I'm just printing length of the product's name. How many product names I have got here, and I have got 49 of these names here actually, so you can do that. After that, this is where I'm going to extract my ASIN number. That is going to help us a lot actually. So I want to grab my ASIN number here. So it is similar to how I grabbed my name here. It is just similar to that, just we have to change this class here. So what I'm doing is I'm again creating an empty list. In this empty list, I'm going to append all of my ASIN numbers. So now this time again, I'm calling my Amazon search function, response get Amazon search. I'm passing my query. You can pass any of your queries, and then I will get a page out of that HTML page. Now I'm creating a soup object on that HTML page again. Now here I'm saying for I in soup.find all go to div. So guys, let's find just where our ASIN number comes. So what I'm saying is go to div here, and then go to a class where the class is SG column. This if you see here, we have this class here SG col 4 of 24, SG column 4 of 12. So I'm grabbing this class, and that is saying go to this class. After going to div tag, go to this class and give me this data ASIN. This attribute I'm extracting, and that's what I'm doing. So for I in soup.find all go to div, go to this class, and from there, so give me this a data async. This is my attribute, so give me this attribute, so I will get this attribute, and then this will give me all of these numbers, and then I'm appending this back to my data async list, and I get this complete list here. So this is, I have got all of my products list now, so I have got 48 products list here. Now after this, what we have to do now, we will be calling our second function where we will be passing our async. I told you that we will use this function when we have got our async. So we have got our async number by using the first function. Now we are going to pass our async number into our second function, and this will give us the link. And from there we are going to grab our link for the reviews, and that third function is going to give us all the reviews. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm creating again empty list, and in this empty list I'm going to store my link, all of the reviews links. So I'm writing for loop here for I in range of length data async. That means basically that I have to run this loop 48 times because I have 48 numbers here. After that, I'm calling my search async function. In that search async function, I am passing one by one all of my this async number, and that will give me a page, and from that page I'm creating again a beautiful soup object. And now I want to grab the link for the reviews. So to grab the link for reviews, what I have to do is I have to go to this a tag and data hook, and let's find that a tag. So to grab this, what I want to do is I want to go all of these links first. To grab my all the review link, I want this link that will have all the reviews. So to grab all of this link, I have to first go to this page which has my async number. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to all of these my async pages, and when I'm on these async pages, what I'm looking for is this thing here. Click on this and inspect this, and we have this here, a tag data hook, and with data hook we have seen all reviews link food. And so that's what I want to grab actually, and from this I want to grab this href. This href is the link, and this is the link I want. If I click on this link, this is going to take me to the review page. So this link I want to grab. Now if I come here, so that's what I'm doing, that after I have reached this page, do for I in soup dot find all, go to a tag, go to, and where data hook is, see all reviews link food. From there give me href. Href is where my link is, so give me that href and append that href back into this list. So this link list is going to contain all of my hrefs. So this is where I'm showing you all that what my this link list contains. Instead of doing this, let's just print the link list actually. And this link list that I create above, it contains all of my next, starting from here, Nike men's, Nike downshifter shoe. So this complete link is into my link list here. So now I have got this link that I have to add with my Amazon.com, and after that I will combine Amazon.com with this link. I can go to my review page and I can grab my reviews. So here now to our third function comes into the picture. So what we are going to do in this code here is we are going to attack this link with Amazon.com, and we are going to pass it to where we are going to use our third function that we created here, search reviews. So in the search review we have to pass the review link. The review link is in our link list now, and from there what we have to do, we have to grab one link at the time attached and pass one link at a time to this search review function. But that we'll do is we will attach it with Amazon.com. It will send a request to that URL and give us the HTML. That's what is going to happen. So that's what I'm doing here. Again, I'm writing a review. I'm creating a review list, empty list. So what will happen is when complete code runs, all of my reviews, actual reviews, no more links. This time nothing. This time it is going to be my actual reviews. They are going to edit into this review list actually. So that's what is going to happen. Now this when you run this line of code actually, because it is going to grab all of the reviews, it is going to take a lot of time because it will go to here. I have defined 100 pages. I'm going to 100 pages deep into just a review of one product. If there are up to 100, it will go to up to 100 pages. There could be 1,000 pages for one single product for the reviews only, but there could be 10,000 also. I'm not sure, but I have gone till 100. You can change this number here and you can go to 1,000 pages, 10,000 pages also. But if you do that, it is going to take a lot of time. What I'm doing is for j in range length of a link. So length of link, how many links I have got till that for k in range 100. So this is where I'm defining my page number. So I will show you here. Response call my search reviews function, pass my link that I will take from here and a plus and page number. I am entering the end page number that if you see here in the end, when we go to the second page, it will enter end page number C and page number 0, 1, 2, 3, all linked remains same, just this thing will keep changing. It will come 0, 1, 2, 3, 100, 200 like that. So that's what I'm doing here. So what I'm saying is for k range 100, that means for from 0 to 100 pages I have to go. So and that's what I'm adding plus string k. That means go from first 0 space 1, second, third, fourth, like 100 pages. You can change here. You can put 1,000. It will go to 1,000 pages for one single product only. After that, it will go to the second product, and it will go to the 100 pages for the second product. Third product, 100 pages use for that third product, like that. Now soup, beautiful soup, I'm creating my soup object and I'm getting my content out, and then I'm what I'm doing is for I in soup that find all span, and let's see where. So but after I have created my beautiful soup object, I'm going to span tag. Let's see what happens here. If you see, I've clicked on this review and I have inspect this. So where this complete review comes is here. So if we go to span and we go to data hook attribute here, so under that I have my complete review is under this. I am not grabbing all of that text here. I'm just grabbing from there my review. And so if I go to this and what I'm telling, go to span and go to data hook where review body. So what I'm doing is I have clicked on this review and go to the span tag and go to this data hook attribute here and review body. This review body contains all of my complete reviews. That's what I'm doing here. So we have this showing 1 to 10 of 49 reviews, and these reviews have my all of. So I want to grab these reviews, and so click on these reviews and inspect it. Go to the span tag, go to data hook where review body, and this review body will contain all of my complete reviews actually. So I want to grab that. From there I want to grab that text, and if we see this go deep and we have this text here and we want to grab this text actually, so that's what I'm doing here. For I in soup dot find all, go to span, go to data hook review body and grab me I dot text and append that text to reviews. So you see here what these links you see are seeing. These are the results of my search review function. In my search review function, I was printing my URL to see that my URL is correct. So once I called my this search review function, and this will give me these results. This is what I'm getting. So if you see here, the first line is that Nike men's Nike downshifter shoe, and page number 0. Then again, Nike men's Nike downshifter shoe, page number 1. So these are all for just one product. The first, I will go and show you how many are there. 1, 2, and it will keep going and going till 99. So you see 99 pages. It grabbed me the 99 page of reviews for this one shoe. Then it went to the second shoe, that is again Nike men's Nike downshift shoe, and it grabbed me again a more number of reviews for that pages, 99 I guess. So that it means it is ending at 99 pages. That means there are more than 100 pages actually there. So if we change this 100 to 200, 300 to 1000, it will grab me more reviews. Then if we went to again a new shoe, that Nike men's revolution running shoe, and from there it is again grabbing me the 99 pages again. And so guys, this is what my response function, search review function, is doing. It is giving me all these links. Then it goes to in this response function itself, it goes to all of these links. It grabs HTML page from there, and then it passed on that page to this line of code here, soup beautiful soup response dot content. There I get my content, and I run this for loop on that content, and that's how I grab my links. So my total reviews that I have grabbed, I have to actually run this code, all cell code, about for 20 minutes I guess, and it gave me some 31,000 reviews, and it was continuously still running, and I had to actually cancel it, and see, I had to interrupt the cell because it was taking a lot of time. So if you are running into your computer, then be patient. It would go into take a lot of time. So after 10-20 minutes, if it is just for the learning purpose, you interrupt the keyboard, and whatever number of reviews you get, you just see that. If you are using it into some service, then you have to keep running this until it creates the results. So you see here, I'm checking the length of the reviews list that I have got, and how many reviews I have got is 31,794 reviews I have got. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all of these reviews into a pandas data frame so that I can show you. So here I'm creating a dictionary, my dictionary rev, and that I'm assigning all of my complete list of reviews into this dictionary to this review key, and then I'm passing this dictionary back into pandas to create a data frame. So preview data pd.data frame, and from this dictionary create me data frame. So that's how we create a data frame in pandas using a dictionary. That from dictionary pass my dictionary rev, and here are setting the pd.set option maximum call width. So as my width of this column, it is a big column. So what I'm doing is so I'm assigning this width here. So that means that how wide my visible column could be here. So if I don't pass it, it will show you just for view letters here. So that's why it is optional. You don't have to pass it. And now let's see if I had, instead of seeing the sample, I'll see the head reviewed. So my pandas data frame is now created here. I'm seeing my pandas data frame, and I'm going to run the cell, and these are reviews that I have got. This was the first review that I was checking here. If you remember, these are cute and good, but I'm honestly not sure on their authenticity. There was no logo on the inside of the shoe at all, so that left me with a lot of questions. Other than that, these are nice shoes. So these are all of these reviews we have grabbed. Now you see data shape. I have 31,000 reviews. Now I'm writing this back to my CSV file to use it. So from my pandas data frame, I'm directly writing it to a CSV file. So to do that, I'm calling a method called to CSV and entering the name of the file that I want, and I don't want the index, so that's what I'm sending, index as false. Now I have this file into my working directory. I will show you that. And this is my working directory, and I have the scrapping reviews file. It is 4 MB. And so this is how you can do scrap any of the product from Amazon. So just a few things if you are going to change this code, that things that you have to change your search query or wherever your search query is coming. Then you have to keep these things same. These are not going to change. You have to look for this thing that first when you are grabbing the names. We don't need the names somehow, but you have to check if this class remains the same or changes. You have to change it. Then you have to change your query, obviously. Wherever your query is mentioned, then you have to check for this class that when you are getting your async numbers, this class will change. So you have to change this class here. You will get your async numbers here, there. And then after that, you have to come here and check for this thing data hook here, that it is the same with changes. If you change, you have to change it here. And after that, again, nothing changes. Here you have to come here and you have to just be sure that your page number style remains same. So it change, just make sure. I don't think it is going to change, but just make sure. After that, you come here and check that this thing data hook and review body for your review, that it remains the same, and just change if these things are changing. Just change them, and you are good to grab any of the reviews that you want, and you can do any kind of analysis. Now you have got it into a pandas data frame. You can do your sentiment analysis. If you are familiar with natural language processing, you can use some natural language processing libraries here, maybe Spacey to unit check for some things. So do that. So that is all for today, my techie friends. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video tutorial, and do not stop visiting our website. Leave your comments below and ask me any question you have. I will be very happy to answer them. Link is given in the description of this video to get code and full material. Stay happy, stay safe, stay techie.